I'm back with the jump off, bitch. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm J. Lou. If you guys don't know by now, today is going to be all about the new Fenty concealers, the new powder, the new gloss. We're going to get into formula, texture, how does it make me feel when I put it on, all of the juicy details behind the new Fenty drop. So if you like to stick around and see what that product is all about, if you should spend your coin, how you can use it, what's the best practice, stay tuned. I bought two concealers, one to conceal, one to brighten. So conceal is in the shade 390, brighten is in the shade 380. So I went ahead and did my brows already for you guys, and I am going to use the Fenty concealer in the shade 390. And the good thing is, like with Fenty, this is how I know she's legit. I had to really look for shades, like when you gotta find and see which one is your shade, because so many of the shades are close in complexion and there's so much variety. That's how you know sis is in her bag. So my foundation shade is 410, which is what I'm going to be using today. I think that just when I first used them, the concealers and the foundations, they work great together, especially because the foundation is like super mattifying. On me, sometimes it could come off a little ashy. So with the concealers being more dewy, I think they work really great together. And then the powder is flawless. You'll see it in the video. I'm not a fan of baking, that's why I rarely do it, but I love her formula for her powder. It's not too much, and when she says no flashback, she means no flashback. Bitch, who? And what I also like about these concealers is because they're thick, they're consistent, a little goes a long way. And you can see the difference in the concealers, like you see this up here is the 390 and this is the 380. No tea, no shade. But you use the wrong color concealer to conceal when that's actually your brightening shade, and it makes your eyes look gray. No tea, no shade, sis. I'm here for you. That's all. I just don't want you to be looking casket ready around the eyeballs. That's all I'm saying. Put a little eyeshadow on or something. So today's lash is provided by Sash Lash. Sash Lash by Lanyata, and this is in the shade Fear. I mean the style Fears. Alright. Lashes are on. Put on a little mascara. Give a bitch some work. This is Clinique Chubby Lash Fattening Mascara. I just really like the size of the brush, truthfully. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I use the Maybelline Master Prime. I use different primers. This one is just my favorite one right now. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm using my Fenty foundation in the shade 410. I put it on my hand. Like 4 pumps. That came out really messy. What I think is really smart to do, which I didn't do just now because I forgot, but when you're putting on your Fenty foundation, because it dries fast, it's probably a good idea to wet the sponge. Another thing about Fenty foundation, if you guys didn't know that, is that it oxidizes. So when I first got it, I was like, 410 is not my shade. I was like, this is just not my shade. But as it oxidizes, which you'll see happen on camera, it starts to look like my skin. with 390 to conceal. A little goes a long way. Spray my sponge. I use the all-nighter spray. And watch the magic happen. Do you see how that's melting into my skin? It's not sitting on top of my skin like some concealers. They just sit there like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. No, sis said, was I ever really there? Did you ever have any blemishes? Did you ever have puffy eyes or dark circles under your eyes, sis? No, you didn't. They don't exist. You're perfect. You are perfect. And I believe it. And it's not hard to blend. It doesn't take a long time to blend. It's definitely easier to blend when you have a wet sponge or a wet brush for sure. That's with any of the Fenty products. When I said it's a good addition to the foundation, like they work really great together because the foundation is super matte, the concealer is dewy, and it just gives the girls a good run for their coin. Now I'm going to go in with the concealer in the shade 380 to brighten, and I just put this corner of my eyes and I go on about my business. It literally melts into my skin. Like, did I ever have anything on my face in the first place? I don't think that I'll ever use a different concealer, at least not for a long time. I mean, because the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, that's a really good concealer. I'm not even gonna flex, but this is giving it some competition. So I have the powder in the shade Honey. It's supposed to have no flashback. So Banana is, I think, 2 shades lighter than this, to give you guys like a spectrum of it, which is super translucent. This is, if you want that, then I would definitely go for Banana. It's definitely like super translucent. This has more color to it, more pigment. And I just put it on my sponge like that and let it do its thing. So you can kind of see like already, like it's not, sis does not do too much. She goes on really smooth, let her sit for a minute and then dusts her off. She don't need too much. She does not require a lot of attention at all. Know that. I have not contoured yet, but I look snap. Look at that. No powder. And when I first bought the Fenty products to like test it, I did take a picture with the flash to see if there was no flashback, and I really didn't. I mean, I've never had a flashback issue, but I know people that do, and I think this is pretty true to what it says. So I'm going to go ahead and contour. I use the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 362 Truffle. And I just use this to kind of bring my whole face together. I look good, period. I have a new, I don't know if this is old or new, but this is new to me, BH Cosmetics Classic Blush. It is a blush palette. Here it is. I'm going to use this shade right there. Get those cheeks nice and warm. You see any creases under my eyes? Me either. Thank you, Fenty. No more pain. No more pain. No more pain. No more crease. No more creases in my life. And I also love this highlight, but look how pretty that is. I don't use the Fenty highlighters because they're just too much for me. At least the ones that I've tried. All right, I'm gonna use Night Moth by MAC to line my lips. Then I'm gonna use Snob by MAC. And I'm just gonna go over it with Fussy by Fenty. I love the way her brushes feel. All right, you guys, so this is pretty much the look. I'm gonna go ahead and get my bun together. All right, so hair is slicked back. What do you guys think? Like I said, I've been using the concealer, so I already know that I love them. I don't know if I'm gonna keep using it with the Fenty foundation because I don't love that, but the concealers have become a part of my routine. Whether I'm doing my brows or a quick beat, I'm using that concealer, period. The powder, I love it. I'm still not a huge fan of baking, but I like the powder. I'll use it when I do bake or when I set. I definitely like it more than the other translucent powder that I was using, so that's for sure, and it's definitely more my shade. Fussy, like I said, I don't see a really big difference between Fenty Glow and Fussy. I keep Fussy at home and Fenty Glow in my purse, and to me, I get the same vibe from them. It's just Fussy is a little bit thicker. I don't know. What y'all think? I personally like it. I love it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thanks for rocking with me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit me up. Check me out. I'm cute. You thought I was gone? Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. I know you liked the video, so hit the like button so that other people can get to see it and like it. Hit the subscribe button so I can know that you're here for me like I'm here for you. Am I not here for you, sis? Do I not come through consistently? Consistently. Subscribe. What's the tea? Subscribe. Share. Share right now. Subscribe right now. Hit the bell right now. Period. What you thought? No, but seriously, thanks for watching.